can't go by till but he define, he define, he go get you. He go get then I lost a job. You sit down for house, he didn't look for job. Mr. Lala come wake him up. He said, Mr. Give me your hand. But he define, he define, he go get you. He go get
Hello and good morning. This is 12 o'clock Nigerian time. Thanks for joining me in our midnight live broadcast where we talk about the state of our nation. So tonight we are going to discuss about the trending issue in Nigeria about the leader of the Conservative Party in UK, what she said about the current situation in Nigeria. You know, everything started from a place where Kemi made a speech that she decided to choose to live in US because she don't want a country where politicians will loot the money that belongs to the masses, that she want to be a place where hard work pays. So that was just the exact statement that Kemi made that sparked controversy. Now, instead of the federal government to look at what she is saying from a very good perspective that, yes, Nigeria is corrupt. That is what everybody knows, that politicians used to steal the money that belongs to the masses, just like what Kemi said. So instead of them to approach her with very cautious attitude to understand the angle she was coming from, the only thing Kashim Shettima have to say is this. Listen.
Who founded Facebook? The co-founder of Facebook was Eduardo Luis Sabirin, born in Sao Paulo, Brazil, of Jewish Brazilian ancestry. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, was a migrant from South Africa. He owns SpaceX and now X, formerly Twitter. I can name names. Sergey Brin, the co-founder of Google, is worth over $30 billion. He's of Russian background. Rupert Murdoch, the chief executive of News Corp, is of Australian descent. Madeleine Albright, who became the United States Secretary of State, was of Czech origin. Steve Chen, the co-founder of YouTube, is originally from Taiwan. Immigrants build nations and immigrants build civilizations. One of the men in the front seat here has a thriving business in Namibia. He lived in Australia for over a decade, adding value to the Australian economy. Hence, there is a need for us to respect and cherish immigrants. Migrants are the source of life in all societies. Rishi Sunak, the former British Prime Minister, is originally from India. A very brilliant young man. He never denigrated his nation of ancestry, nor poured venoms on India. Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the British Labour or Conservative Party. We are proud of her, in spite of her efforts at denigrating her nation of origin. She is entitled to her own opinions. She has even every right to remove the Kemi from her name. But that does not underscore the fact that the greatest black nation on earth is the nation called Nigeria.
So this was Kashim Shettima's reply. Honestly, Kashim Shettima was trying to be cautious as well, trying to tell Kemi that look at Elon Musk, he was an immigrant in USA. He's not talking down South Africa. Look at someone from Brazil who helped to build Google. The person is not talking down Brazil. You are now somebody that we are supposed to be proud of. We are proud of you. But stop talking down on Nigeria, or you should remove Kemi out of your name. Maybe that was where the lady got angry. You can't tell her to remove Kemi from her name because she said something that is true. So tonight, what we are going to discuss tonight is what this leader of the UK Conservative Party, what she said, is this true or false? That is the only thing I am after. I am not after what they are talking about. Kashim Shettima is talking, Reno Mokri is talking, Obasani is tweeting, the whole Nigerians, they are tweeting, they are reacting to it. Presidency is just angry. I'm not interested in your temperament or how you see what she said. I'm interested in one thing. What she said, is it true or false? That is what I want us to discuss tonight. So stay with me. We are going to explore, everything, all the whole truth about what Kemi said. But by the way, what is the exact word she used? I have nothing with BokøHaram link Northern Nigeria. That is just what is causing trouble. I don't have any link with BokøHaram link Northern Nigeria. That was what Femi said. Now, I have to start from somewhere. Follow me, because in this video, I'm going to tell you the reason why Kemi made that statement, right? The reason why Kemi made that statement. You see, Nigerians, what will happen in other countries will cause a civil war. If it happened in Nigeria, people will drink beer on top of it. What will happen in so many nations, people will burn down the country. If it happens in Nigeria, everybody will fold their hands. Hey, let's be going, no problem. Now, time without number. Kashim Shettima, who made this speech, so that you will understand where Kemi is coming from, why she directly attacked Nigeria and linked Nigeria to BokøHaram issue. The reason why Kemi did that, she did that, people just on purpose, because Kashim Shettima was accused of sponsoring BokøHaram. Time without number, Kashim Shettima called BokøHaram members my boss, my bosses. Time without number, the state where Kashim Shettima was governor, BokøHaram member was commissioner of religious affairs. Time without number, they declared about 6 BokøHaram members wanted under Goodluck Jonathan. They were looking for them. The SS was looking for them. Where do they see them? Kashim Shettima's house. So there was a lady during the election, during presidential election 2013, that came to the Arise News and said that, look at, Kashim Shettima is linked with BokøHaram. Up to today, Kashim Shettima did not even come out to say I'm not, because he knows he is. Because when he says something opposite, people will come and expose more. So Kashim Shettima is now afraid to come out to say, oh no, I'm not linked with BokøHaram, because people will now accuse him more. Now, let's start from this lady. I'm trying to tell you the reason why this Kemi, the leader of a UK Conservative Party, why she's linking Nigeria with BokøHaram and saying I don't have business with them. Now, let's start from this.
So what I'm trying to say is this. Nigerians should be focused. We have a very, very serious problem. Nigeria is at the brink, especially as it concerns security. You must have an enabling environment in order to do anything. So you cannot take someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. A multi-billion-dollar industry because it takes a lot of money on defense budget. It has a lot to do.
We are going to dig everything out tonight. Stay with me. Now, the lady who made this statement, she did not say it at backyard. This is not a beer parlor talk, right? she was not putting water in her mouth when she was saying it. She said it blunt. Kashim Shettima is linked to Boko Haram. She said it on national television. She did not send somebody to go and tell Shettima that someone said. She said Kashim Shettima. If Kashim Shettima don't know what this lady said or what she was saying then, Kashim Shettima could have even used DSS to go and arrest her. They could have even tried to trample her down and do all those things. So when you hear Kemi saying, I don't have any link with Nigeria, Northern Boko Haram, explicit, because the world knows the story. Now, Kashim Shettima coming out to say, hey, Kemi is supposed not to say that. Kemi is somebody that Nigeria is respecting. Why would she say that? Somebody who is the eye of Nigeria in UK. Why would she say that? Oh, so is it that these our leaders are analog leaders not to understand that we're in the global age? Everything that is going on in Nigeria, the whole world knows about it. So even though Kemi said that, she did not say that, the world knows that you are part of the sponsors of Boko Haram. Because of this, on September 15, 2021, United Arab Emirates releases names of people who are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. Tell me up today, no arrest was made. There is no prosecution. Nothing was ever. And someone will come out to try to defend something that is insane. I respect Senator Shehu, that Kaduna man. Is it Kaduna? Yes. Yes, from Kaduna State. I respect him so much. But today, look at what he tweeted. He said that Kemi went to UK and denied Nigeria, that Kemi is supposed not to do that. Why would she go to UK and deny Nigeria, and so on and so forth, and that she's condemning out Nigeria that is linked with terrorism. I was laughing, Shehu. The reason why I was laughing, Shehu, is because I am not interested what Kemi was saying. I am interested about the truth. What she was saying, is it the truth or not? How many times did Shehu, all these people now who are trying to attack her, you can't attack the lady. Somebody who is bigger than you is already bigger than you. So how many times have these people come out with their soul integrity and said, let us dig deep to the causes of insecurity? We know people who were sponsoring all these Boko Haram people. We know people who were doing all sort of things against the status quo. How many times do they call them out? This lady said what she said on a national television. They can listen.
So what I'm trying to say is this. Nigerians should be focused. We have a very, very serious problem. Nigeria is at the brink, especially as it concerns security. You must have an enabling environment in order to do anything. So you cannot take someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Directly, I mean directly, without any iota of contradiction, this woman said Kashim Shettima is funding terrorism. Kashim Shettima is funding terrorism. This allegation was not made today. This allegation was made in 2022. In the year 2022. This allegation is 2 years old. So if Kashim Shettima will come and pretend that she don't know what this lady is talking about, meaning that is to say that he is actually the head of sponsors of Boko Haram. You know why I'm saying this? I'm going to dig deep to those people, especially those people who are following me newly, because people who have been here for long, they will understand what I'm saying easily. But people who are new here will not understand what I'm saying well. Now, there was a time, the man who handed over to Kashim Shettima was what is it called, this Borno State governor, and the Modo Sheriff. And the Modo Sheriff is the major person that formed the BokøHaram, because he's the one that hands over to Shettima. Shettima was in his cabinet as a senator and so on and so forth. So what we are saying here is that these people who form BokøHaram and make BokøHaram a safe haven, they are the same people who are attacking Femi. That what Femi is saying is not true, that the lady is just trying to castigate Nigeria or paint Nigeria red before the international community. I'm here to tell you no. The lady, she is a saint to what she said. The lady is absolutely correct. For people who don't understand the angle I'm coming from, this is what Femi Falana said when these people formed the BokøHaram. Listen.
God is very important. Who started the BokøHaram crisis in Borno State? A governor, one Modu Ali Sheriff, addressed the press 2 days ago and attempted to insult the collective intelligence and memory of Nigerians by denying any links with the dangerous, dreaded BokøHaram sect. I did reply him yesterday, and I'm expecting him to sue me, because he said he wanted to sue an Australian. You don't need to go to Australia. What you are looking for in Sokoto is in the pocket of your Sokoto. I'm ready to join issues with him, because not only did he sponsor that organization by providing funds for them, in 2003, he had a deal with the BokøHaram sect to get him to win the election. And if he won his re-election, he will compensate the organization. When he won that election, he appointed Alhaji Bugu Foy as the Commissioner for Religious Affairs to implement Sharia in that state. When the man attended the first Executive Council meeting, he discovered that they were all talking about contracts and how to steal money. So he went back to the camp, the BokøHaram camp, and said, where you send me to is Gida Barawi, the house of thieves. I can no longer be part of them. So he was asked to resign, and that was how Foy resigned from the government of Modu Sheriff. So to say that you don't know them is the greatest lie. I was just reminded this morning by somebody from Borno State that something was missing in my press statement. That in 2012, October 10, Alhaji Modu Sheriff was arrested in Cameroon on grounds of his BokøHaram connection. But the government here pleaded with the Cameroonian authorities to release him, because he's a big man here. He cannot be arrested. But 2 weeks ago, a special envoy of President Goodluck Jonathan, Reverend Stephen Singh Davis, told the whole world that Alhaji Sheriff, the former chief of army staff, Ian Jerika, and some senior officials of the Central Bank of Nigeria have been funding the BokøHaram sect. Up till now, the government has not reacted to this very important information. So when you are looking for the sponsors of BokøHaram, I think we now know where they are. But what is very disturbing,
You understand?
is the fact that currently Nigerian soldiers are refusing to fight. A part of Nigeria has been annexed by the BokøHaram sect, and they have named the place the Caliphate Republic. As of this morning, not less than 10,000 Nigerians are in Cameroon as refugees. They've left their homes, and we want to warn both the APC and the PDP, the two ruling parties in Nigeria, dominant parties, to stop politicizing the BokøHaram menace. What is required on the part?
Now, let me stop the video here, okay? Let me stop the video. I've extracted what I want to let you know. And what I've extracted from this is that Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, he's still alive, right? He directly accused the governor that handed over to Shetima, that he is the sole founder of BokøHaram sect. He mentioned names, Rika. He mentioned former CBN governor. Who is that CBN governor under it? CBN governor under it was Sanusi, right? Is it Sanusi or Sundudu? I think it should be Sanusi. Yes. So he mentioned these people who are sponsoring BokøHaram. So nobody will come and tell me that he don't know about what Femi Fadana is talking. Nobody will come and tell me that they don't know what the lady was talking about. I am so sensitive about the issue of insecurity because security is about life. If there is no security, there is no life. Now, come to think about this. Everybody now is just shouting, no, Kemi supposed not to say that. Kemi supposed not to say that. Kemi supposed not to say that. Why would she say that? A whole public figure, national figure, Kemi that people are proud of, a whole #1 leader of political party, the oldest party in the world. Why would she say that? Why would she say that? As I said before, I am not interested in what she said. I am only interested, is it true? Is it false? What she said, is it true? Is northern Nigeria not heaven for BokøHaram? Oh, you people are shaking because you know that where the world is now, especially the regime of, what is it called? Donald Trump. That Donald Trump doesn't tolerate the killing of Christians. He doesn't tolerate the killing of minors. Like during, what is it called? Muhammadu Buhari's tenure. When Muhammadu Buhari went to America to visit Donald Trump, where he said Buhari is like a lifeless body when he shook him, something like that. I'm not laughing Buhari anyway. Donald Trump told him something. I will not tolerate the killing of Christians in Nigeria. They should stop killing them. It must stop. Because Donald Trump knows, all these people, they knows. So for Nigeria to say, Kemi, don't say it, if they don't know what they are saying. Let me revisit the video so that you understand what I'm saying.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be with President Buhari of Nigeria. We have many things that we do together, as you know, probably especially on terrorism and terrorism related. We also have a very big trade deal that we're working on for military equipment, helicopters, and the like. We have met before. We have developed a great relationship, and we look forward to our discussion today. Very important, but again, especially as it relates to terrorism. And that's terrorism here and terrorism all over the world. It's a hotbed, and we're going to be stopping that. Also, we've had very serious problems with Christians who have been murdered, killed in Nigeria. We're going to be working on that problem, and working on that problem very, very hard, because we can't allow that to happen. Mr. President, thank you very much for being here. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's an honor.
Yeah, that was when Buhari visited Nigeria, and Donald Trump expressively just made it clear, we cannot allow the killings of Christians in Nigeria. We cannot allow that. So all these BokøHaram people, you know, they bombed churches, they did a lot of things against Christians, and that is why this there is this lady, this Kemi talk, what she said is trending, that we should be very careful about the end of the year, entering into new year, that there is a plan to attack the southeastern Nigeria. Well, it might not be southeastern Nigeria, but once it is in this season of Christmas, it is Christmas celebration. In Nigeria, there is a culture that there must be attack, there must be genocide. People knows all over the world. What happened last year here in Plateau State, where they killed almost 200 people? It's enough to cause civil war in a developed country, in a country where they don't have intention to Islamize the country. It's enough. But the following day, both the governor of Plateau State, the sitting governor who's supposed to, you know, preside over what was going on, they went to Lagos to visit Tinubu for the Christmas. So this kind of nation, people already know Now, what Kemi said, I supposed to play the video for you, but I put it on my YouTube because I used to test videos before I would bring it to the YouTube. When I uploaded it, the owner of the channel, you know, all these UK and US platforms, most of them don't allow people to use their content. So the person is giving copyright strike. So that is the reason why I'm not able to bring it to play here. But you must have seen it on Facebook and on different platforms and in news reports. So what the lady said is absolutely true. What the lady said is absolutely correct. Now, Kashima is supposed not to tell the lady to remove Kemi from her name. You are not the one that gave that name to her. And that was why the lady now provoked and said, my ancestral lineage is just Yoruba. I'm a Yoruba person. I'm more Yoruba than more Nigeria. I don't have link at all to northern Nigeria. So everybody is just running up and down as if they don't know what the lady is saying. Now, another thing that vindicated this woman is this. Because if people are confessing how they brought insecurity into Nigeria, people don't take notice of it. On the Senate floor, during the Senate plenary, the senator stood up and narrated how banditry, this one is not BokøHaram. I am done with telling you how BokøHaram started. I am done in telling you about how all these things started from the north, how Kashim Shettima was involved. The governor that handed over to him, and the Modu Sheriff, was involved. Now, I want to tell you how banditry started. How can all this insecurity just start from the north, coming from the north? You can't speak. If you speak, they'll come against you. They say you want to divide Nigeria. Now, the west, the north is already divided because of what this lady said. If I tell you the kind of meeting they are holding because of what Kemi said, Aso Rock, they are talking about it. Akpabio and his cohort, they are talking, everybody just talking about it. But the only question I'm asking, is it true or not? Let's listen what this man is saying about how banditry spread all over Nigeria. The same from the north. Do they cause them with insecurity? No, they have a plan. They know what they are doing, and the world knows what they know. So let's listen to this man and know what he said about this.
And that's why I want your attention and indeed the attention of Nigerians. Mr. President, if you recall that banditry started in Zamfara State, and about 9 years ago, nobody thought that it will spread to neighboring states. But we didn't take immediate measures to arrest the situation. And gradually, it spread to neighboring states of Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, Kaduna, and even beyond, even Niger State. So this Collateral movement is a terrorist movement in Nigeria. Even though as far back as 4 years ago, some of them moved to Sokoto, and I think during the reign of Governor Aminu Tambol, now Senator, he contacted the then president, and armed military men were sent, and quite a number of them were killed. So, Mr. President, the time to act is now, if we want to control the spread of this terrorist. Mr. President, we have been discussing about security in this Senate. I want us to recall what happened in the 8th Senate and the 9th Senate. We had discussed extensively on how we can tame the tide of banditry and terrorism. We made recommendations, 52 recommendations, and we asked the executive arm of government to implement those resolutions. Mr. President, it is still relevant for us to insist that those resolutions should be implemented. And if we do so, quite honestly, it will reduce the incidence of banditry and insurgency in this country. In fact, we can reduce it to the barest minimum.
Now, You see, I am trying to bring out all the whole confection. These people, they know everything. They know how it started. They know how all this terrorism started. Now, how is it that this from banditry, they are talking about how banditry spread all over the country. They are still telling you there is another one, Nakurawa, that Nakurawa, if they do not contain it, that Nakurawa is going to spread all over the country. This is what they are telling you. So why is it that the banditry, the BokøHaram, the ISWAP, the Nakurawa, all of them are coming from this region? Because the politicians from this region, they are the ones sponsoring insecurity, and they don't want you to know about it. They don't want you to talk about it. Anytime you talk about it, oh, you are not supposed to talk about it. No, you are not supposed to talk about it. You made a mistake. Why will the Kemi come out to say all those things? It's not fair now. Why will she say all those things? So who's supposed to say it? If Kemi did not say it, who's supposed to say it? Who's supposed to say it if she did not say it? If you talk the truth, you will die. If you did not talk the truth, you also die. So there is no need of saying or of keeping quiet. People are saying, no, if I said anything now, they will come after me, they will arrest me, they will do this, they will do that. And even people who did not say anything, they are still arresting them. They are still intimidating them. So this is not the time to keep quiet. Thanks for joining me, everyone. If you are just joining now, please, our lines is now open, because we have about 1 hour left for this program. So we have to open our line for calls. And you can also do us well by joining us live here if you want to join us live on the screen to discuss this important topic. Let us know. Let us know what you think. Do you think that what Kemi said that is not true? I have just, tried to analyze how very powerful truth, not just an ordinary, this is a very powerful truth from a powerful individual exposing what Nigeria is. Yeah, she's exposing what Nigeria is. And a lot of people hate it. And a lot of people don't like it. But we must stand by the truth. It doesn't matter who it comes from. Even though a truth comes from devil, we will take the truth and push the devil away. So we must abide by the truth. We must abide by everything, because it's only the truth that can set us free. Without the truth, nothing will save us. So that is why when you look at what is going on in the north, I used to tell my people from the southern Nigeria, from the eastern Nigeria, to be very careful, because what they tell you that is breeding insecurity, that is not breeding insecurity, okay? What they tell you that this is the cause of insecurity, that is not the cause of insecurity. A lot of people don't know the causes of insecurity in Nigeria. So that is why I try my possible best to make sure I bring it to you, to make sure you understand everything. You must be able to comprehend where you are as a nation. Nigeria is like a terrorist state. The leader sponsored insecurity. The leader sponsored banditry. The leader sponsor all sorts of things against the people. For those of you who are joining me new, I'm trying to bring out, old things to let you understand how this talk is coming from Kemi. That she did not wake up to say that she has nothing to do with BokøHaram like northern Nigeria. She did not wake up to say that. She have reason why she's saying that. You understand? Kemi must have watched this video. Listen.
We can say now banditry is an industry in Zamfara State. Last month, we arrested a member of the State House of Assembly in banditry here in Zamfara State. We arrested a district head. We also as well arrested a former local government chairman. So you can see that involvement of this class of people in banditry is making the situation to become more and more complex. So in essence, I can say that all caliber of people now are involved. All manner of people are involved in this banditry.
Yes. And this is Commissioner of Police in Zamfara State. Yeah, for those of you who are asking whether this is a live broadcast, yes, this is a live broadcast. You can join us live by using the link on the comment section there to join us live, or you give us a call to share your opinion about this trending issue. This is a Commissioner of Police in Zamfara State. Please, if you are calling, call us a WhatsApp call, not a direct call, please, okay? Not a direct call, because I saw some direct calls coming in. We can't respond to that. We'll respond only to WhatsApp call. So, this is, what is it called? This is a Commissioner of Police in Zamfara State trying to tell you that politicians are the causes of insecurity. So, Nigeria, the breeze is blowing and they are seeing the, what is it called? The anus of the hen. Anyway, let's go back to WhatsApp and start receiving calls. Hello.
Hello, Mr.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Good evening from here. This is Prince Ike calling from United States of America.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Mr. Kocha, sorry, I was watching your program just now, and it's very unfortunate that Nigerians don't like the truth. Anybody blaming Kemi for what Kemi did is not being sincere to himself or herself.
At all.
The first thing I want to ask here is this. Is it not the same Shetima that rejected restructuring?
Of course.
Is it not the same Shetima that said restructure under his feet or over his dead body?
Yes, so restructure my foot.
Restructure my foot. Now he wants Kemi. He wants Kemi or Kemi's lineage to be exterminated, because if he is encouraging BokøHaram terrorists and he wants the terrorists to be moved down to south, so he wants Kemi's lineage to be exterminated. That is very, very wrong. For me, that is no. Kemi stood her ground, and what she said is right.
Yeah.
There are a lot of evidences, like we said, in Dubai, in the former governor and all the rest, pointing, accusing finger to this same man. So I don't know why some people will be chasing cloud. But the Bible says that you need to take out the what is it called, the plank on your eye before you start taking out the peck on
other people's eye.
This man called Shetima should be called to order. He rejected restructuring. If he doesn't, in fact, restructuring is, for me, it is completely no-go area again. It's all about let everybody go to his own, to your tents, O Israel. It's good as, yes, it's good as Kemi told him. Kemi is first Yoruba before any other thing.
Exactly.
But there is nothing like Nigeria. They are just fooling themselves. There is nothing like Nigeria. They are just fooling themselves. He wants to subject Kemi at her status where the exposure she has gained, so that they will come and rubbish her. Is that what he wants? Is that what he wants?
The world already knows what is going on.
This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Kemi is not there with him. Why don't he fix his country? What is he looking for? Why is Kemi his problem? Why is Kemi his problem?
You know, where this thing started, Kemi was giving a speech in one occasion where she said she left Nigeria to come to UK. Despite she was born in UK, she first returned to Nigeria. But later, she now returned back to the UK because she wants to serve a place where hard work pays. That in Nigeria, hard work doesn't pay. That politicians loot money and so on and so forth. That was the first statement Kemi made. You know what Kashim Shettima said? Kashim Shettima now went to another occasion. She said, Musk is an immigrant. Other people are immigrants. They're not talking down on Nigeria. Kemi should remove that Kemi from her name. Let's know that she's not in Nigeria. That was where Kemi now attacked back. I don't have link or anything to do with your BokøHaram, Northern Nigeria. So that was a bomb.
My brother, I understand that. Kemi is a civilized person. That is what that man, Shetima, doesn't know. Kemi is a civilized person. The way Kemi reasons is far different from the way he reasons.
Yeah.
If he wants Kemi to come and serve in the northern part of Nigeria, let him fix Nigeria.
You understand?
Then he should be ready. To pay Kemi to come and kind of fix their country.
You understand?
As far as I'm concerned, he will be ready. He should be ready to pay Kemi. Again, I want to say this. This should be a wake-up call to the Yorubas. I'm sorry, because honestly, if it had been an Igbo man or woman that just said what Kemi said, do you know that everything would have been twisted?
You could have been saying genocide or attack in Lagos now. They could have been attacking Igbos now. Yeah.
No. I'm even taking it from this angle. You would have seen the Yorubas coming against the Igbos.
Yeah.
But the Igbos don't do that.
Yeah.
They will always stand on that.
On truth. Yes. We always stand on what is the truth.
This is what the Yorubas should learn. I didn't see anything that Kemi did wrong here. That man, Shetima, is a terrorist. He's a terrorist. And the whole world know about it.
All right. You just have 1 minute left.
Yeah, he doesn't have rights to be calling Kemi for anything. And I'm glad that Kemi stood his ground and reminded him that she is first a Yoruba.
Exactly.
There is nothing like Nigeria. There is nothing like Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother. Yeah, let's have another contact.
Okay, bye-bye.
When trouble sleep, nyaga go wake am. But he dey find, he dey find, malala, he go catch you.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Kocha.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us. Your name and where you are calling from, sir?
Yeah, morning. I'm calling regarding the new topic in town. I think for me...
All right, if you don't mind, we may know your name and where you are calling us from, if you don't mind.
Yeah, my name is Deji. I'm calling from UK.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
We can hear you. Right on. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Talk to us. Don't listen to your YouTube. Listen to us. You can off your YouTube and talk to us. You are live.
Yeah. I think I'm fully in support of Kemi in her response to Shetima. Because a country that is really functioning, how can Shetima be a vice president now? Let's be honest. How?
Somebody that's supposed to be behind the bar.
You know, supposed to be behind the bar. Because this is a person that's sitting down with terrorists, knowing to the whole world in a secret place, eating together, laughing with them. Today is the vice president of a country. And is now trying to say, talking to unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. I'm so happy with the way Amanda Kemi responded. She can't say anything better than that again. And with the look of things, it's so sad. Because okay, you now, Okocha, if they are you proud of Nigeria as it is right now?
If you mention Okocha, the first thing they tell you that man that does not like Nigeria, it's not because I hate the geographical, because I hate lies. I hate falsehood.
Exactly. Because so if someone asks me how they say, which country are you from? Sometimes, to be honest, my mouth is heavy. My mouth, no reasonable human being can say, oh yeah, I'm proud of Nigeria. No one.
because everything is out there.
And
the whole world is seeing what is going on.
In response to that, before you talk your remaining 1 minute, in response to that, there is what Chimamanda said. He said, I'm a black because the white calls me black. I am a Nigerian because the white man calls me a Nigerian. But I am an Igbo before the white man.
Exactly.
You understand? So
I get it.
That is why, thank God you are in the UK. So many people are in diaspora. It is very hard for you to see Nigerian meeting. But you will see Yoruba meeting, Igbo meeting, this tribe meeting, because we have not been able to come together to call ourselves a nation. We are living in falsehood, my brother.
Shetima that's supposed to be behind the Chibok girls in particular, example, Chibok girls. He was warned not to allow school to open. But as soon as they drop phone, more as he always says usually, restructuring for recently, what did he say? He said to hell with the restructuring. And I'm sure that's the kind of attitude he will give. He opens school, 300 and something student kidnapped.
It is well,
his own fault.
Yeah,
and I believe he knows everything. But today he's the vice president of Nigeria, and he's hereby trying to talk to. I mean, someone who, in fact, is quite unfortunate that we find ourselves in this mess. But it's only God that can take us. I mean, apart from God, sometimes we have to make a decisive decision by.
You understand?
With ourselves as a human being. We can't just leave everything to God.
Leave God out of this issue.
Exactly.
God is not responsible. Leave God out of issue of Nigeria. God is not responsible. When we are ready, we'll solve our problem. If we are not ready, it will consume us.
It will consume us, exactly. But God willing, it will not consume us. God willing.
God has given man the whole power. We should not call God. God has given us power. God is not responsible for the killing. He's not responsible for the development in China. He's not responsible for all those things. God has given men power. If you like, you'll do what you like. At the end, you perish or use. You are safe. And that is just it. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Let's have another caller. All right, let's have another caller. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir. Please off your YouTube over there so that we can hear from you. Okay, we can hear you. Try to raise your voice again. Just be audible a little bit. Talk to us. Your name and where you are calling from, sir.
Okay. My name is Lawrence Nelly. I am calling from Lome, Togo.
Okay, how is Lome?
Oh, everything's moving fast.
Togo is a beautiful country. How is Togo now?
Oh, we are okay. We only thank God for everything. Togo is very good.
All right, you have the mic and you have 4 to 5 minutes to talk to us.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. You see, the chance is that whenever they hear they begin to jump up. You see some vice president.
It's like you don't have network, sir. Can you move to where you have a better network? I don't think we can continue with the call because of this network. It's already reconnecting, so let's have another call. Okay, maybe he will find a better network and call us back. All right. Anyone who don't like Kemi's talk should go to court. Anyone who don't like what Kemi says should go to court. And look at the first person that said this is not even Kemi. It was what is it called? Our Burna Boy. Burna Boy first made the statement. After Burna Boy, Davido made similar statement. After Davido, a lot of people have been, saying something like this, but people are opposing it. Let's have another caller, please. Hello and good morning. Good morning, madam.
Hello?
Yeah, good morning, madam. Thanks for joining us, ma.
Thank you, Mr. Okacha, for picking my call. Yes, on Kemi Bad Enough, right? That's her name. Her comments.
Yeah. That is
yes.
That is Madam Origin from US, right?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay, it seems you forget, but I know who is talking.
Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, ma'am.
Keep shining lights on this very important issue in the life of the indigenous people of Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
There's something that Mr. Shetima said. He was calling names of people that went to other countries and they were able to do fantastic jobs, and and he began to talk about people being in other people's country. Indigenous people of Nigeria, the owners of the land, are being mocked out every day, serially. And he is standing on whatever he called it, whether he was standing on a podium or wherever, and he is accusing Kemi. And I like one of the things that Kemi said. He said, I find it interesting that everyone defines me as Nigerian. I identify less with the country than with the specific ethnicity, which is Yoruba. She clearly made it known to everyone that she does not identify with a place, a country where she has had nightmare, where the government watched and supervised elimination of 200 and something people on a Christmas Eve, and nobody raised a bat an eye.
Objection to it.
Nobody objected in a place where there is a daily, where the media have serially kept quiet to watch ethnic cleansing of the indigenous people, which Kemi identified herself. And what she is trying to say is, I am more of the person that is being by than what this man is promoting. He is promoting what is buying me. Because Nigeria stands, what that name stands for is elimination of indigenous people. So I don't see why anybody should begin to ask her to identify with that, and that is the major problem that the people inside that contraption called Nigeria are having. They want to identify with what the poison that is dying them, instead of standing up and standing out and say, this needs to stop. It does not matter who is promoting it, even if it is your father or your mother. You say, no, we are tired of dying. We are tired of being, molested, dehumanized. This system needs to stop. So I don't see anything. I think that is the most eloquent. I am proud of her for standing out for what. And by the way, that was an insult to her. For him to say she should
remove Kemi.
Remove Kemi So you want me to kukuma disappear because you are promoting a contraction that is buying me? That is double jeopardy now.
It is well, ma.
It is well. I think my time is up. Thank you, Mr.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma. Thank you so much, ma. Now, another thing about the ugly incident of what Kemi said is that last week here, the governor of Kaduna State was, rewarding bandits. He said they are repentant bandits, that they have decided to change, the course of their life, that they don't want to terrorize again. Now, the question I'm asking, this is what the bandits do. Look at the houses they burn. These people, a new house have never been built for them. So we are going to talk about that. Let's have another caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Oh, please tell us your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Mark. I'm calling from the UK.
Thanks for joining us, Mr. Mike. You have the mic.
Okay, I've been following what's going on and the latest trending activity on YouTube from everywhere. You know what I can just say about this? Nigeria really needs a savior. Nigeria really needs someone that will really come and break the evil chain that has chained the nation. You can imagine a country so blessed with resources, yet the people are suffering. Look at the conversion rates of a pound to a cedi. It is 1 pound to about 18 cedis. Then look at Nigeria. Nigeria is 1 pound to 2,002 something naira. Can you just imagine that? This is a country so blessed with oil resources, gold, and so many other resources. Meanwhile, these politicians are just looting everything. My brother, I came into this country, and when I came and saw what I saw in this country, I was just angry. Why was I angry? Because I recently, before traveling, I recently had the news of a politician that stole 20-something billion. That politician is free now, walking around in Nigeria or wherever, or maybe outside the country. But do you know what that 20-something billion, 29 billion can do in Nigeria?
Not.
That 29 billion can employ a lot of youths that will be working on rail lines.
Yeah.
Or be working on tunnels. My brother, if you travel out and see what these people are doing, the way they are engaging their youths, the way they have so many train stations, so many bus stations, working so powerfully, as in engaging a lot of workers. Why will you see people protesting, people or going into banditry and so many other terrible vices in Nigeria if all these things are working in Nigeria? But because we keep on electing criminals. Keep on electing criminals. In fact, that's what I'm telling you, that we need someone that's a savior that will come and help Nigeria, because someone like Kemi, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, my brother, I am so happy that Donald Trump is coming into power very soon. We need someone that will stand and start freezing all the resources these criminals have stolen from Nigeria. Someone that will insist that all the money that all these politicians have stolen and used to buy lands, houses abroad should be frozen. Frozen. My brother, Nigeria's money has been stolen, has been embezzled. And that is why so many Nigerian people, after studying masters, studying to get your master's, PhD, you will still not get work. You will still not get work. That is why a lot of doctors have left the country, a lot of engineers and so on have left the country, because where is the work? After reading and so studying and breaking your head, why studying? You will still not get job. Meanwhile, you see criminals coming into power. Meanwhile, professors are there watching. Look at in fact, our main problem is INEC and the judiciary. The INEC and the judiciary are so corrupt. That is what is bringing these terrible things happening in Nigeria.
Why are they corrupt?
They are corrupt because they keep recycling the old people into the system.
No, there is a reason why they are corrupt. There is a reason.
Yes,
okay, like what Mahmoud did. There is a purpose why he did it. They told him, don't allow a particular person to win the election. Anytime you seize, we know he will not win because they never believe what happened in the last election. Anytime you see that the figure is going high, do anything you can do, will protect you.
Exactly.
So there is a purpose why an chairman is corrupt. And that purpose is that Nigeria is not one. Nigeria will not be one. Before the Nigerian Civil War, Nigeria know why they stopped history from school though. If they are still teaching history, there will be urgent revolution in Nigeria. Because before the Nigerian Civil War, there is something that was going on in the northern Nigeria. Go and Google it. Now, they were killing some people from Southeast, cut their neck, put their head in a car that is going to their side. These are these are the things Ojukwu saw. Ojukwu said, no, we can't continue like this. If you want us to continue like this, let us have an accord. That is the accord they have in Aburi Accord. Everybody must control their own security, have your own army, have your own police and everything, so that we can live in confederation. But Britain called, go on, don't implement that. Because when you implement that, you will do this, like to go on. Go on did not implement it. That is why Ojukwu now declare Biafra. That we can't continue to die like this. And the thing is still on up till now. Now, yeah, Sowore was saying something on a broadcast. He says something that I have said several times, but people are asking me to prove it. It's not everything you prove to the public. Now, there is a memo in Aso Rock, according to Sowore, that any person that enters that presidency seat, you will read it that so people from the Southeast Nigeria, don't give them vital position because of what happened in Nigeria before. And you think that country can work? And this set of people are most intelligent, most people that can drive economy, and you think by relegating them, not giving them anything, that is the way you can build a nation? It's not gonna work. And now, it can work. Yeah, and now, Kashim Shettima and his cohorts has been accused several times of sponsoring insecurity. What is the sole purpose of sponsoring insecurity? Now, former Navy Commodore, one Yoruba man that God is going to bless, he will live a long life. What is his name? Kunde Olawumi. Kunde Olawumi said he has headed security intelligence comprising the army, DSS, and everything when they tasked them to stop BokøHaram. When they move out, they arrested them in numbers. When they start confessing that people in Aso Rock, governors and senators are sponsoring them, the investigation got rubbish. He said this on Chinese television. So when you understand the kind of country you are, nobody will tell you that this is not going to work. No savior, you know why? If, for example, there is insecurity situation in Nigeria and it's not sponsored by government, it's going to work. We'll fight it. We'll do everything to fight it. But this one, you can't fight it because people have a purpose why they are sponsoring it. They have a purpose. So, my brother, that is just the issue there. And then it's so unfortunate. Yeah, we all were here now. Is it not last 3 weeks here where they came to the National Assembly to say let them remove the clause of personal from Sharia law so that it will be general? Yeah. Just imagine. So we all like people who they have hypnotized. We don't get angry. We don't know our history. We are just on social media dancing, looking breast, doing all sort of things. And our future, I'm not thinking about now, how will my children, how would they leave this place? How would they live? Now, my parents now can go to farm. People, dead bodies in our farm. And so on and so forth. Then I'm looking at, not now, my children's children, how would they live? Meaning they don't have a place to live any longer. So if you do not sit down, if you did not sit down to think about this, you will just be thinking that all this will. But, you know, many world leaders know what is going on. You understand? Because they saw it in Turkey. They saw it in Iran. They saw it in Lebanon. They saw it in so many places. This is their pattern. But you know what? We are not going to allow it to stand. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. Eh?
You're welcome.
All right, sir. All right. Before we receive our next call, let's go back to what I was saying before. Last week, they forgive again the repentant bandits. But the question I'm asking is that, look at the houses these bandits, they burned down. I used to show people these houses every time because this community have not been rebuilt by any government. They sacked this community. Look at what have they done. Their crime is that they were born and brought up in a contraction called Nigeria. That is just their crime. That is just their crime. They were born and brought up in Nigeria. That is the crime they committed. So now, look at now. People who did this, they are being rewarded. They are being given a house. They call them repentant bandits. People who did this. People who did this. But the people who own this, who owns the ancestral land, ancestral homes, they are in the refugee camp. Why they are saying the bandits should come for repentance, they give them house, they give them job. You people are playing and don't understand how Nigeria is. You people are playing with your future. You are playing with your children's future until we rise up and, you know, stop all this thing by ourselves. I know that for me, a lot of people will say, oh, God, come and help. But God have given you the power. Human beings have the home power. God is not responsible for these things. It is our fault. It is our fault that we are folding our hands. Things are happening. People that said over my dead body, I don't want to talk, I don't want to die. Many of them are dead. Many of them are dead. So it's not the issue of I don't want to talk. This is not the issue of I don't want anybody to call me out. Now, there is something that Burna Boy said before that sparked controversy about what people are saying about Kemi.
And one of the records in particular that stands out the most is like Collateral Damage off the project. Why do you think that song has resonated so much?
It's the reality.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's the reality hits you so hard in the chest that you have to lose your breath.
What's the reality for people that don't know for that song? Like, why did you? What's the message behind that song?
The message is the song is called Collateral Damage, and why it's called Collateral Damage is because we, as not just Nigerians, as Africans, that's the citizens, not the powers that be. We are all collateral damage. Even the powers that be are collateral damage, but now they've become the powers that be, and now they are.
Right.
Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, whatever, let's even start from the name of your country or your whatever. It's not a name that was given by your ancestors.
Right.
Do you understand? Somebody came from somewhere and told you that you are this, and then now that's who you are.
Right.
Do you understand? So now you're collateral damage because their reason for naming you that and their reason for even coming in the first place had nothing to do with your best interest.
Right.
Do you understand? So now we're in a situation where it's like we were almost unwanted in our own place. So now it's a lot of fixing to do because it's like it's like if you're frying an egg, then the shell is going to be collateral damage.
Right, it's part of it.
Do you understand? Because it's the one that's going to be broken and thrown away. And that's kind of what the ordinary African man is in this day and age.
It seems like you stick up for the African man too, because I saw a couple weeks ago there was a situation in South Africa, and you had some issues with there. Do you feel like that's been resolved, or you still like?
It takes brain to understand what Burna Boy said. Okay, we are coming to that. Let's have this call. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Kocha.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. Good morning, sir.
Sorry. Yeah. Good evening. This is Prince Ike. I called earlier, but I just had to call back because I heard something which you said that prompted me to call back.
Okay, what could that be?
You were telling somebody about what Sowore said about a secret memo, which people ask you to prove. I know we are broadcasting to the whole world now. You see, there are a lot of them. The secret memo Sowore was talking about, some of them is hidden, but there are some that are open. The one that is open is the one you know, which I'm going to tell you now.
Okay.
The meaning of Naira. The person that asked you that question should listen. The meaning of Naira means never allow Igbos rule again. That is the meaning of Naira. That is a memo that was inscribed in your currency, which is to keep the Igbos away from the leadership of Nigerian government. That is true. The second memo, another memo, was the one that Buhari himself mistakenly leaked when he needed Chuba or Kadibo to be his vice. There are a lot of things that are going on, but I am just talking about this one that is inscribed in your currency. That is the meaning of that. The other ones, you don't have access to it, but most of them know. Just like Sowore, who happens to come very close to the corridor of power, and they told him some of these things, or they probably, maybe, whether he did, he wasn't trying, he didn't agree with them, that they didn't want him to get to power. And a lot of things like that are there. I'm talking about the one that is in public. That word, Naira, means never allow Igbos rule again.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, there is no dispute about that. That is true. That is the meaning of Naira. The Kobo they introduced during the war means kill Oju before others. It is not a lie. That is the reason why today you can see a publication when General Gowon was saying that he needs to serve the Biafran children in order for him to stop Ojukwu.
All right. Some people will say that Naira is from Arabic word meaning radiant, shining. Some people will say that Naira was coined by Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the then Federal Commissioner for Finance, by playing on the country's name, Nigeria.
Now, let me tell you, Naira, like you said, talking about Arabic, Obafemi Awolowo is not an Islam. He is not a Muslim. Is that okay? Yeah. Now, there were kind of a lot of intelligence, should I say, advisory board that were playing on Obafemi Awolowo. A lot of people were attacking Awolowo maybe because or thinking that Awolowo was the one that was completely against the Igbos. No. But Awolowo was implementing what he was asked to do. He was being a tool, being used for some of the things that happened. And Awolowo later regretted it. Ask Pa Ayo Adebanjo that is still alive. There is what Pa Ayo Adebanjo said, that Awolowo called him and told him that until they align back with the Igbos, that they will continue to suffer. Awolowo himself regretted what happened.
Okay.
These are some things that are open. Pa Ayo Adebanjo is still alive. The one that is championing the Oduduwa group now. Yeah. So these are the things. So people will always tell you, oh, it's Arabic and this. That is not true. So now you are getting to know that there was a secret memo. They are secret memo. That is true. But the one that is open, the one that is in your currency, is open. There is no other meaning about that, if not what I just said. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, please, let us go back to what Burna Boy was saying before, okay? It is very important. Let's go back to it.
And one of the records in particular that stands out the most is like Collateral Damage off the project. Why do you think that song has resonated so much?
It's the reality.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's the reality hits you so hard in the chest that you have to lose your breath.
What's the reality for people that don't know for that song? Like, what's the message behind that song?
The message is, the song is called Collateral Damage. And why it's called Collateral Damage is because we, as not just Nigerians, as Africans, that's the citizens, not the powers that be, we are all collateral damage. Even the powers that be are collateral damage, but now they've become the powers that be, and now they're right. Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, whatever, let's even start from the name of your country or your whatever. It's not a name that was given by your ancestors.
Right.
Do you understand? Somebody came from somewhere and told you that you are this, and then now that's who you are.
Right.
Do you understand? So now you're collateral damage because their reason for naming you that and their reason for even coming in the first place had nothing to do with your best interest.
Right.
Do you understand? So now we're in a situation where it's like we were almost unwanted in our own place. So now it's a lot of fixing to do, because it's like it's like if you're frying an egg, then the shell is going to be collateral damage.
Right, it's part of it.
Do you understand? Because it's the one that's going to be broken and thrown away. And that's kind of what the ordinary African man is in this day and age.
It seems like you stick up for the African man too, because I saw a couple weeks ago there was a situation in South Africa, and you had some issues with there. Do you feel like that's been resolved, or you still like?
I mean, for me, it's not. I have no personal problems because me, I'm, but it's the problems. Or the problem is in the reality of the situation. Do you understand? The problem is in how certain Africans see themselves, and because of the way they see themselves, they see their brothers the wrong way.
Right, and the Nigerian people,
not just Nigerian people,
other Africans.
No, it's not even. We're talking about the South African situation.
Yeah.
So that's an example.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because of how do I put it? It's just really misplaced and misguided anger and hatred. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And that is not it really does not help the unity of Africa.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's a very deep rooted problem,
I think it was great about the album, besides it having such, great vibes to it, and obviously you can dance to it, it's great. But the messaging, like you said, even another song, you had another story. You literally give us very educational view of Nigeria and the history. Like, we'll talk about that song, and why was that important to include in the album?
If you notice, it came right after Collateral Damage. So basically, how I made the album is in a way, it's for every songs to flow into songs, to lead into songs.
Yeah.
So why Collateral Damage was before Another Story is because in Another Story, you're going to hear the history of why we are collateral damage before I go into the other story.
Yeah, makes sense. Right.
Do you understand? And in that history, it tells you why we're collateral damage as Nigerians. And that's because we were not even supposed to be Nigerians in the first place.
Wow.
We were the Royal Niger Company.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
That is
so
the
we're
point.
basically a company for the British to take resources and blah, 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 and go for Britain.
Right.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the line, the company decided to buy the whole place and amalgamate it.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So
You understand?
at the end of the day, the people that sell the place and the people that buy, to them are the winners. The rest of the people are what?
Right.
Collateral
Damage.
damage.
Why do you think it's important for you personally to?
This is a very honest explanation of the situation we have in Nigeria now. People who are buying goods, buying rubber, buying slaves, buying our oil, they form a Royal Niger Company. Some people were selling, some people were buying. So at the end, they now turn the company now to a nation. They amalgamate people who were selling. After amalgamating them, they now give them power on behalf of the white men. We are in charge. We use you people to rule your country. Then the rest who are citizens, we suffer for everything. We become the collateral damage. If you don't understand what Burna Boy said, there is nothing you will understand about Nigeria again. That is just it. If you do not understand this, there is nothing you will understand about Nigeria being a collateral damage again. Yeah. Absolutely correct. And that is why today they don't care about your well-being. They don't care about you. They don't care about your hospital. They don't care about your school because you are a collateral damage. Whether you like it or not. If they like, let there be genocide in your community. Let tens of thousands of people die. Let 1 million people die. It does not concern them because you are the collateral damage. There is something in your land. Like when you break the shell of the egg, you took the maybe you collect the yolk and the whole thing inside, and you just discard the the, what is it called, the shell. Now we are like the shell of the egg. There's something inside that is our oil, what belongs to us. Once they are able to be taking it, they don't care about you any longer. And when you refuse as the shell and you said, no, nobody will take what is my inside, I will now allow you to break me to take it. You know what they are going to do? They will take you, the egg, they will throw you like inside water. If you say we are not going to take it, you will die and that thing will die. The collateral damage. How long is the question? Is it going to take us to evolve and live this? How long is it going to take us? It could have been better. It could have been easier for us to, you know, solve all this problem that is going on. But the major problem, apart from all this Britain, all this their plan, the major problem we are having is this. Nigeria and its criminal justice system. That is major problem. The judiciary. Because everything we go to court. Every disagreement, we go to court. Everything, we go to court. So they will tell you, no problem, go to court. They will tell you, go to court. And they have the judiciary in their pocket. They have everything in their pocket. When you get to court there, they will tell you that based on technicalities, your case has been struck out. How do we get here? How do we get here as a nation? How? I'm still asking questions. How? If my father is still alive, I will ask him, what have you people done to make sure that we are not going to get into all this mess we are in? How? It is so unfortunate anyway, because people who are supposed to talk, they keep quiet for too long. And recently now, you know, water don't pass Gary before people started talking, before people started agitating. Imagine, after what happened during the time of Ojukwu, it took a lot of time till the time of Wazurike, 2000 something. Imagine 1970 something to 2000 something. Something has happened between this gap. No opposition in Nigeria before. No position, no people that would do protests, no activists like that, apart from the time of Gani, them, Fela, them, in that olden days. Recently, it was during the time of when Sowore started his revolution, this thing, Nnamdi Kanu started using Radio Biafra. That was where the whole news started waking up. They started waking up. And up to today, we have not still wake up from our slumber. Because we don't just know what is coming. That is so unfortunate thing that we don't know what is coming. All right, talking about this judicial problem, how many of you even realize that Yahya Bello have been released, have been granted bail? Yes, they granted him bail today. How many of you are aware that Yahya Bello have been granted bail? Somebody who stole money, apart from that he stole money, a lot of money, billions of naira. He started running from EFCC. The day they came to arrest him in Abuja, they were shooting gun like people who are in the battle. Upon everything he did, he still come to court and they said, we have bailed you, just bring 500 million naira. Somebody who stole billions upon billions of naira. But someone like that, Faro to me, was denied bail. Now they cannot have been in detention for how many years? 4 years now. India. So we must start from somewhere. We must start by rejecting the entire structure of this nation because it's not working. How can somebody, a known criminal who stole a lot of money. You just say, let him go, let him go, let him go. Before you know, the man now will leave the country. It is finished. There is nothing you can do. Nothing you can do about it. So the earlier we increase our power in opposing the evil, in opposing the bad thing, in opposing everything that is not good in Nigeria, the better for us. Because if we continue to keep quiet, it's not going to go well. It's not going to go well. So I am coming to the last minutes of this our broadcast. This, if you still have time to call Conde, we just have 10 minutes before we can call it a day. We just have 10 minutes. For those of us who are just joining, let's just take a look at this.
So what I'm trying to say is this. Nigerians should be focused. We have a very, very serious problem. Nigeria is at the brink, especially as it concerns security. You must have an enabling environment in order to do anything. So you cannot take someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand.
All right. That is what I am leaving with you today. That someone who bombed churches, the most wanted BokøHaram member, they declared him wanted. They were looking for him the whole Nigeria. They eventually saw it in Kashim Shettima's house. So Kashim Shettima was taking care of the terrorists because he sponsors them. And they accused him. He did not reply. And today he is the vice president. So what Kemi said is not wrong. And it can never be wrong. So when Kemi come out to tell us that, no, I don't have anything to do with northern Nigeria that has to do with BokøHaram. Okay, if Kemi have come out to say have something to do with northern Nigeria, don't you think that she's implicating herself? Yes, she's implicating herself because people know what northern Nigeria is. People know everything about northern Nigeria. Thank you so much for joining me in tonight's program. I really appreciate that, and I do not take it for granted, your sacrifice and everything. Have a
Instead
nice
of them to actually discuss the 1999 constitution, it is a fraud already. That constitution is a fraud. Now, what you are doing now, you want to start, advancing the interest of those religious groups to actually now confirm that Nigeria is an Islamic state. And let me tell you something that people don't know. This thing was caused by the British. Between 1900 and 1960, they knew that they cannot govern the North except they allowed them to practice their religion, and they were using their religious leader to basically govern them. It is called indirect rule. Immediately after independence, 1960, the British knew that they shouldn't have forged these two people together. They know. But because they want to achieve the divide and rule and to be able to conquer and take our resources and steal whatever they want to steal over the years, they merged these two people together. They could not govern the North and South under one religious or administration. They know. So they now give independence and march you people to work together. That was why the 1960 coup started. That was how the Civil War started. Now, 86, Babangida came with OIC stuff, tried to Islamize us. It didn't work. In 2000, when 1999-2000, when Obasanjo came, he permitted them to start practicing Sharia. Today now, they want to consolidate it. Once you remove that person, all of us, whether you are Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, Jukun, Christian, traditional, you are now under the law. Islamic law because they put it in the constitution.
In fact, listening to the member that was representing Ahoda East, Abu Anudua Federal Constituency, River State, I want to get his words. He said personal matters that was envisaged, he says, by the people who drafted this constitution. And I want to quote him. The implication is, if the word personal is removed, Islamic law would have broader implications. The word personal was put there for a reason. Let's talk a bit about this whole conversation about Islamizing the country with our population and our dynamics. You know, is it possible that someone can sneak this in at some point and force all of us under some sort of regulation that we do not ascribe to? Is it possible that this can happen in this country?
It is possible, and don't be deceived. It's going to happen. Do you know Constantinople? Today's Turkey? They were almost 98% Christian before now. Today, it's an Islamic country. I did Islam in my master's program, and I was trained by Professor Alijani. He's a Persian. He's an Iranian American. And I scored A. That's excellent in Islam. So I know them. It may take them 1,000 years. They will Islamize Nigeria. So they will take it slowly, gradually. They don't forget. All of us will be dead after some time. Our children that don't care, all this Gen Z will come. They will still Islamize this country. If they can do it in Turkey, today's Turkey, what stops you? Why do you think they won't do it here? Except we take steps now, because we are the ones that are talking about these things. Our next generation in 50 years will not even care. You understand? So I'm thinking that if some part of the country, I don't want to be specific, if they feel strongly about an ideology, a religious, but I think they can restrict it to their area. And I think maybe Tinubu should do well by developing this issue of regional autonomy where everybody should organize themselves, or at worst, let the country actually go apart, and you can do whatever you want in your area. I've come to that conclusion that I don't think we can stay together because of this very strong belief about religion. So it's either we stay together, or people should mind their religion and stay where they are and practice what they want. Imposing it on others is wrong. I study Islam, and I don't want to talk blasphemy here. If I start talking about Islam in the next 3 hours, we will not live here.
No, we don't want you to talk blasphemy either. Talking about our country, in many, we are not a religious country, so to on paper. We're a secular nation. What kinds of conversations should we be having with the Nigerian people, especially the younger generation, about how to ensure that we remain secular, where you can practice your religion in any part of the country that you please without imposing your views or belief systems on any other person? What kind of conversations should we be having, and what should our lawmakers be thinking at the back of their minds? At least they've made the first step, which is dropping this bill and ensuring that it doesn't go through. But in subsequent conversations that you said will inevitably come up, what should we be doing as a people to ensure this doesn't happen?
I'm going to be extreme. For me, if you look at Sudan, we have now North Sudan, South Sudan. I think we should have Northern Nigeria and Southern. Then they can practice whatever they want. There's no dialogue because they will not stop. I've told you it may take 1,000 years. They will still do it. Or if you let everybody go their way, maybe you are
East, Abu Anudua Federal Constituency, River State. I want to get his words. He said personal matters that was envisaged, he says, by the people who drafted this constitution. And I want to quote him. The implication is, if the word personal is removed, Islamic law would have broader implications. The word personal was put there for a reason. let's talk a bit about this whole conversation about Islamizing the country with our population and our dynamics. You know, is it possible that someone can sneak this in at some point and force all of us under some sort of regulation that we do not ascribe to? Is it possible that this can happen in this country?
It is possible, and don't be deceived. It's going to happen. It is possible, and don't be deceived. It's going to happen. It is possible, and don't be deceived. It's going to happen.
Even as bad as BokøHaram issue that has to do with somebody waking up because of whatever belief, killing people, you know, beheading people, that is a heinous crime, bigger than even treason. But still, government went on negotiations at different times. Government went on rehabilitation. Imagine rehabilitating a murderer that enjoys beheading. But government still was doing it because government wants lasting and sustainable solution. Now, issues that were, triggered by injustice and unfair treatment and exclusion and so on and so forth leads to this agitation in the East. Up till now, federal government has not sit down on the table to discuss with Southeast leaders and Southeast youth. This even goes a long way to show that they don't care about what happens to the East. They don't care about us. They don't care whether we'll survive. They don't care whether we are dying or whether we're killing ourselves. In a country that today, whether you like it or not, we are the biggest investors outside our region. How many of the regions have massive investment in other regions? That means the Igbo man is one that even believes in the sustainability of the Nigerian project. That is why he can invest in a zone or a land where he does not come from. So, but just ordinarily sit down and let's find a solution. Because the root cause is also rooted to these issues of exclusion. Injustice that have spanned for decades. And the more you are alienated, the more you tell the ones that are growing that you are not wanted. And that's why you see the result to all these crises that have brought instability. Now, instead of finding a way to calm nerves and restore it, you go about showing them, I don't care about you. So I'm using this as I'm commending the president for freeing discontinuing the treason charges against those kids. We're also begging him that exercise the same constitutional provision under section 174 thereabout and let the Attorney General issue a knowledge and discontinue the trial of matters. And especially at the time that the judicial system has made conclusive pronouncement at different times, Federal High Court, different court, that this trial has no legal basis. At least in these cases there have been final pronouncement, but you're still fighting and must prove that he's guilty. That means hate. That means you hate the tribe. Because there's judgments of court that have said, release him. The invasion of his house was an attempt to assassinate and kill him. Everybody saw the day the people invaded. There was no cause for that. And the people were beheaded and killed and massacred in tens. And the man ran for his life. Nnamdi did not run away or jump there. He invaded somebody's house. Just like the time those murderers from my area, in the name of politics, invaded to attempt to behead me and killed some of my family members. Didn't we flee? At the end of the day, when we were able to survive, are we going to, even if I was on bail, I should keep the head so that they can cut it off like ancient Greece. So the man have to run to survive. And then the extraordinary rendition is unknown to our law. It was a clear case of kidnap and abduction, which the court have also declared as illegal. So I've been issued there's even no trial. So why is Nnamdi still in detention? Because he's an Igbo man. That's why you have the same, another traditional ruler that is kept in Lagos prison, that the Lagos state government is trying. Because he said, if you don't stop attacking our businesses, if you don't stop killing our people, we are going to bring help to defend our place. Instead of you dealing with the hate that your people are projecting there in Lagos, that is leading to killing of our people, burning of our businesses, because we are exercising our constitutional right to either vote or choose leaders. You went after the traditional ruler who spoke in defense of their people, because they're an Igbo person. Other people in that same Lagos, both the traditional ruler has called for genocide against our people. None of them were charged. But he now said that if we don't stop burning this market that Igbo people are trading, if we don't stop throwing us into lagoon, if we don't stop attacking our people, that I will invite the ESN to come and defend the people in Lagos. That's what he said. And then all of a sudden, they dump him in court. They are prosecuting him, and they have dumped him in Kirikiri. That our traditional leader is still in Kirikiri for almost 3 years now or more. They're not ready to prosecute him. Sowore left him there because an Igbo man. So if we want to be one Nigeria, we should be honest and stop being stupid about the lies. In Igbo, they say, when you do the child the way you're doing this other child, they will be happy. Are you doing us the same? You're not doing us the same way. Do we want to build a country, a nation, or are we running a geographical expression like Awolowo also said? If we want to build a nation, that even though the tongues and religion may differ, but in brotherhood we can still stand, then you have to behave like a family, like a brother. You resolve the Igbo issue. Don't pretend like you don't know it's existing. You will not have stability. Let us see ourselves as one honestly and root it on that principle of justice, equity, and fairness. If you know what if they do to you, not like, why are you doing it to an Igbo person? So it's on that ground that I'm asking the president that is long overdue. It's time to respect those judgments of the court and stop this judicial. The court freed him, you went again, you fight another. No, it's not necessary. We're looking for peace and stability. 70% of our people today will take Mr. President seriously when he talks about building a nation, uniting our people, bringing us together, making us to believe that he's about to renew hope, which includes justice. You have to renew my faith in the justice system, in the equity system, in the fairness system. That our people, 70% of our people believe that if President wants us to take him serious, he should first of all release Nnamdi Kanu and find a way to go to the table to find a permanent political solution to the challenges facing our people. Then we can take him serious. That's the way our people feel. Any of the Igbo leaders can come to Abuja and be lying to him. Those ones I call outlaws. They can be saying all sorts of nonsense. But down there in our place, they want this issue resolved. So that our people can now pick up what is left of their lives and move on. Because this issue is causing instability in our place. Farming activities is zero. Businesses are going down. Most people are no longer returning back. So resolving it starts with, okay, political solution, we'll give him bail. Then we'll go to the table and look at the issue. There's issues that led to those agitation. Those issues have been with us since 1960. Democratically, that's now worsened with so much hypocrisy and incompetency and so on and so forth. They were now flashing it in our face like we don't belong. It's not about Nnamdi Kanu. Even if we take out Nnamdi today, the other generation that is coming are also having the same feeling rooted in their heart. You see, have another person rise up. So finding a solution to them, a permanent solution should be the concern of every genuine leader. Because for how long are you going to keep treating people like that and expect them to believe? In this era of technological advancements, social media and everything, information moves so fast. So it's not the way you can hide informations. People have opinions based on your actions. And coming from somebody who has fought the Deco days, democracy, inclusion, and so on and so forth, I'm just surprised that we're still having this conversation 1 year or going to 2 years in office. Just because of Abiola's election that was robbed. They floated the Deco, they fought. Some of them were charged for treason. There was bomb blast that time, remember? Even though there was accusation whether it was Abacha that was throwing the bomb or it was in the Deco people, Tinubu them were throwing it. There were the same transmitter Nnamdi Kanu was using. Fire me them and Tinubu, we had their own transmitter, radio Kudra, radio this. They were transmitting into the airways. Because they said they wanted the mandate to be restored. Now these people are asking for justice, equity, and fairness. The same thing. So what to do? The Nedeko issue and the bill issue was resolved by compensating them with allowing them to run for the presidency by almost all the key stakeholders. Since that time, they have ruled almost 2 times now. But nobody cares about our own people. So how do you think the young people are feeling down there?